Alright, there we go. Day 31, it's a reflection day. I don't think I got enough sleep last night. So just to talk about this a little bit, see, I wrote up what I wanted to say, kind of. Hardest days, so my hardest / least favorite days I had were the acting gay bit for the Justin Bieber haircut thing. I don't know, I felt really awkward doing that, and I think I didn't really do it too well. I still did it a few times, and it may have came out okay, but at times also I just didn't. I don't think I had a really good gay voice, and I think it made me feel weird not being able to do that correctly, and then girls probably thought it was weird too. So I don't know. That's one day I might do over still. Another day. I wasn't too fond of the days where we did the tapping on the shoulders. I mean, I know I need to get used to that. And before, I would do stuff like that where I'd go tap on a girl's shoulder, or before I started this program, I would do stuff like that a little bit. And I know that created a lot of anxiety in me even then. It was a little less now because I've been doing this stuff with the program for like a month. It's actually been more like pretty much what Chris said, like 45, to like 2 months almost I've been on this. I started this I think in October, like mid-October, and now I'm barely done with the month, I guess, of drills. So that's like, 2 months basically. So that's that. Actually, is that 2 months? Yeah, it's like a month and a half. So that was that day. The day we had to tap girls on the shoulder and ask them about the nerdy glasses stuff. I mean, I was able to do it at times. It was just, I guess, maybe tough finding targets, I'm guessing. I'm not too sure. But when I did it, I was able to do it pretty well. So, and get get some good reactions, and then just the whatever ones too. Girls do listen to you more too when you tap them on the shoulder because they think you have something to say. Anyways, I talked about that on those days. The ones that were my best days, I think, were like the high five days. I really liked those days. It was really, at first it was hard doing those days. I would just have to launch into it. But now, going back to it, I could see myself going in there and just acting, like this cool guy who's going in there and just giving high fives. I feel like I can do that pretty easily. Also, I liked how, people reacted. Girls in general, were just pretty happy and interested in, like, not always, but it was a good time during the high fives. And I also was able to develop a don't give a shit attitude, which I really liked. So I think that's why I really liked those days. And what else was going on? Oh, I really liked the Arnold day. That was another favorite of mine. I was really anxious when I had to go do that one because, you think up all these things before you go out there, but then when you go out there, it's like the situation's not as bad as you thought it was going to be. And, maybe people are watching, maybe people are not, all that stuff kind of hits you, but then, I've kind of gotten a hang of how to kind of get in there now and how to go about the drills and really see how it's not really a big deal about what you're doing. And I like the Arnold day because I got some pretty good reactions to notice chicks get interested when you say something like I would say, hey there, or hey, how's it going? They would look and then look like they're gonna walk away because they thought I was just hitting on them like generically or really dumb or something. And then you say, hey, I have a game to play, and then they get really interested, and then you start talking. That's the kind of reactions I got for that day. So, and also I could play like the character of just some guy just messing around, out there, and I feel like I could really take up that role easily. So, also developing that don't give a shit attitude. So, that's why I really liked that day. Alright, what else was there? Oh yeah, from day 0, how does my anxiety, looking back on the weeks compared to today? Definitely lower. In social situations now, even with friends and stuff, I kind of just have like this, you know, mentality now of we've done stuff that's harder than, like, you know, going up to just one girl over here and trying to talk to her or something like that, or just not letting little anxious thoughts get to me as easily, you know, mainly about, you know, what people are thinking of you type of thoughts. I've been able to just kind of, I guess, cope with that a little better. I mean, you still get those thoughts. They still kind of like run their course, but it's not so behavior altering in me anymore. It doesn't like make me feel so bad or weird or bring down my mood as much. And I'm, you know, that don't give a shit attitude, kind of like trying to develop that more, and kind of seeing that in me more now as I'm out there. And just seeing stuff's not a big deal. It's just stuff does not matter as much as you think it should. So that's been some experience that I've been having. You know, the anxiety's still there at times, and it still gets to me. You know, and I haven't been doing drills for like 2 days now because it's Thanksgiving and been with family and stuff, and friends, and just hanging out. Just been having a good time lately, but definitely feel like I'm not doing something when I'm not out there trying to talk to chicks, so, or doing these drills. So it's kind of like I want to go do it again. So I'm looking forward to week 5, but kind of anxious on what we're gonna do for week 5 too. So sometimes you get hit with a drill that's just like, okay, I didn't see that coming, or it might you know, be something I've never done before and make me anxious. So that's the only thing. But I definitely want to get out there with this stuff. So that's my future outlook on it. Yeah, that's my future outlook on that, on the drills and how I feel about it. I definitely want to keep going with it. So far it's been great. I know I shouldn't try to speed through things, so I'm gonna probably take things slower if I have to. I don't want to like try and speed through things or feel like I have to. You know, other than that, I've been trying to work out, all that stuff, get in shape, get style. Been looking at that. I have been working out for like past like 2 months, trying to bulk up really. And then I think I'm gonna try that weight loss plan once I hit like that, like good looking loser weight loss plan. I'm gonna probably try that after I hit like 170 or 175 and I've built some muscle up. So hopefully that fixes more of my physique. And then as far as style goes, I kind of got an idea of, I mean, I always thought I had pretty good style, but I'm gonna try some of the suggestions I've seen on the site, so, and give that a shot. Other than that, so far so good. And then I'm gonna check out week 5 and probably start tomorrow with that stuff. So, alright, that's all I have.